walk home. Nice. Man, it's really hard to go through this game without being resurrected. Your teammates being resurrected. I still can't believe that we're on an adventure in the Misty Forest, heading toward the end of the world. It's a real adventure. I never felt this way around the silly adventures, society's adventures. How far are we supposed to suppose we are from New Pram? Can't see the Luc Village lights. Even though the mist is cleared, I can't tell at all how far we've come. When we saw the end of the world from the mountain, it looked so close. It seems like we'll never reach it. Come a long way, I'm sure. It's just a little further, Sue. Can you do it? Oh, your voice just sounded like your sister, the soldier. What's her name? Oh yeah, Lynn. Never thought we would meet her again like this. My sister was so kind to me. Also, she said she was looking for the Spirit Stone. I wonder what that's all about. Hey, cheer up, Fina. I'm sure there's a good explanation. Yeah, you're right. After all, Lynn isn't a bad person. No, the guy giving orders is evil. Clearly. So the soldier who dropped the key was that Lynn? In that case, do you think she did it on purpose? I hadn't thought of that. Now that you mention it, I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not. I'm sure she did it on purpose. After all, she's Fina's sister. She wouldn't be a bad person. Fina? Fina? Sorry, I don't mean to worry you. Well, guess I'm not acting like my usual self, am I? Right, Justin? Right. I like the smiling Fina best. Okay, Justin. Well, I guess we better sleep now. You both must be pretty tired. Hope you'll feel better, Fina. We're all on this adventure together, and we'll always be here for you. We're up and at 'em again tomorrow. Alright. Good night, Justin. Good night, Sue. Good night, Lynn. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little bit. Recover. And I guess just to save too. But, up and at them! Up and at them! Up and at them! Up and at them! Better. I love The Simpsons way too much. Oh, please don't quit me. Don't get me on my quotes. Because I'll start saying them and I will produce no content and they'll get flagged down for being very mildly not good. What about James Avery's death? James Avery, I don't really remember. Sounds familiar though. Or Takeshi Miyagi. Miyagi? Takeshi Miyagi? I don't know who that is. Like, I'm not good with celebrity names and things like that. Like, I'm just not. That is not me. I'm not that person. So, I don't know what to tell you. But that's mainly why a lot of those deaths don't affect me. Because I'm just like, whatever about them. I don't know the person in real life. I don't know what they did and everything. I tend to stay away entirely from any kind of celebrity thing. Like, if Will Ferrell died, or if, like, Dave Chappelle died or something like that, I feel bad. Like, I'd be like, snap. Those people actually affected my life wholeheartedly. But someone like David Bowie, I never paid attention to them. I just didn't. That wasn't me. That wasn't my motif. And I understand other people are sad about that. That's good. Good for them. They had a nice experience. Miyagi is Grandia 1 and 2's director. I'm sad there's not gonna be more Grandia games because of that, essentially. I mean, there was a couple, but there needs to be more. Yeah, this way. But really, it comes down to, like, if I didn't experience something with that person, I don't really care about their death. And probably a heartless way to go about that, really is. Just treating them as the product that they are. which isn't good. Like, Iwata really actually affected me. I felt down about that. Down and out. I was not happy with that at all. I was very, very sad. Because it was just... It was kind of out of left field. Like, honestly. You never really heard about Iwata's, like, health until, like, during E3. And it just, like, was kind of weird. Because, like, either Nintendo hit it really well, or that was just, like, a sudden thing that just kind of happened, and it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like he should have died. So, it was more of a rough thing, but David Bowie's been alive for quite some time, and he settled down as far as I remember. And he actually did quite a few things that were kind of sketchy and whatnot, but that's here or there. You really shouldn't be speaking ill will of the dead, I suppose.
Pretty easy, right, puppy?
That's sad. Jeez, you're making me mad about this. Yeah, he was a nice guy and deserved respect for his programming skills. Yeah, I honestly liked his business plan too. Like, he made Nintendo what it was, and I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree about that. I thought he ran the company quite well, despite what you're saying. Because you gotta remember is that he got pretty much a failing company. It was failing when he took helm. A lake. Can we go any further? Look, Justin, there's a river flowing through the lake. Huh? What's this all about? Okay. What is this thing? Is this... What the... This lake must be some kind of illusion. Okay. That's probably mucus. That is probably mucus. Yeah, that's right. No one dare attacketh me, for I am the not attackable. Ah! Okay. Let's keep going. No fights, please. Ah! But yeah, Iwata, like, I feel he honestly did help save the company. He had the Wii U and he turned everything around. Well, not the Wii U, the Wii, I want to say, because the Wii was a commercial success, and they essentially got the planning on it, and Iwata was the one that spearheaded the whole entire idea, and it really did help save the company, help save Nintendo from becoming just like nothing. Because the GameCube just did not do well. And I'm well aware of it. As much as everyone loves the GameCube era and its games, it was out of touch, out of date, and honestly, a lot of the things that Nintendo was doing to like help the core gamer department, just it wasn't working. And frankly, I like what the Wii did. Now, I don't think a lot of people understood that. The reason why it was so good is because it appealed to casual people, and it created a whole entire new generation of gamers just by that. And it's like not even like the generation that was just like the next in line. I like that because I love it when people play games, just in general, just any game. Play any game and I'll pretty much be like, I want to talk to you. Like that's how you swoon me over. I'm swooned at that point, and I will just instantly like you, like no matter what. And it annoys me because I really shouldn't be that way at all.
What a cinch.
I think the Wii turned people off of Nintendo and turned some people on to Nintendo. You gotta remember that too, Flippy. What should I call it? 2008, I think, was the year that Nintendo legitimately failed for a lot of people, and a lot of people just ended up selling their Wii at that current point because they just were a company at the current time that was like, you know, we got a new thing going on. Let's keep riding it. And they realized that the core gamers out there, they didn't like what the Wii was doing, and they were hoping for something more, and it wasn't cool. It totally wasn't. E3 2008 was a terrible E3 for Nintendo, and one of the worst E3s, I think. Maybe not outright, but I recall it being one of the worst ones. There's very little hype about anything. But I'm glad it happened because it really helped Nintendo focus on what they actually wanted to do with this whole entire thing. Because they went back to making the core games again, more so than ever. And I really feel it's like this weird thing, because like with the N64, a lot of customers, a lot of third parties started to drop off. Because they're like, you know what, PlayStation's nicer to us. There's more of an audience there now. It's a new startup company, and we like the disk space and this and that. They're okay with the times. But Nintendo, being stubborn as it was back in the day, was just like, no, you have to do it the way that we tell you to do it. So then they move on to the GameCube era, and then we got all these third-party developers that essentially already left ship because of Nintendo's reluctance to be the way that they are, and not to change. Ah, dang it! Did I go the right way? Anyway, point being, so GameCube didn't have the third-party support that it should have, and then by the Wii era, we essentially got nothing. We got nothing of third-party developers, aside from the money-grubbing ones that were just like, yeah, we like money, so let's just port everything to the Wii because that's the highest-selling base console of all time, and it is. A lot of people don't seem to remember that or account that it was a commercial success. Wholeheartedly so. And deserving of so. That reminds me, Studying translated Grandia because Sega couldn't be bothered to. Jeez. I think that the generation of gamers started by the Wii is now using smartphones. I don't think so. Because a lot of the generation that was there, they were the ones that were originally not there to begin with. Like, they just play the old arcade games. They're like, yeah, this is gaming. This is exactly what it is. But when you have something physical in your hand and you see someone, like, doing the action, it changes everything. And they start looking at games in a different way than what the majority of gamers already knew. That games are more than games. That, in all honesty, to me, what makes me feel like someone is a gamer, like, outright, like, is just people that understand that video games are more than just video games. They understand that games are more than just games. And they are. They always have been, and they always will be. Games are just one of the few things in the world, honestly, in media, that an entire group of people could work on. Or even a single individual could work on. It doesn't matter what. And it could bring joy to thousands and thousands of people, if not millions, into this whole entire different world of everything, and just like the storytelling, or just like the gameplay, or anything in particular. It makes them think differently about certain things and objects and whatnot. And it's so interesting that the way the gears turn when it comes to this, that it's entirely a different experience from any other media out there. And the only thing that can compete with games, in my mind, wholeheartedly, are books. Because nothing has been able to trump a book. Nothing has. Until games came along. And I wouldn't even say games really trump books, because they still have that imagination that goes along with it. Meanwhile, games, they have it so you feel a part of the world. And that's just really, really cool to me. And I got into a bit of spiel about it, but essentially speaking, the Wii helped show a lot of people that games are more than games, and that's why we got that installation base now. And what the Wii U did, essentially, was kind of ruin this kind of setup that they could have had, and they went back to this weird sort of gimmicky thing that a lot of core gamers didn't like, and a lot of people in the third party were just kind of like, I'm not developing for that. That's going to take way too long. Which is, that's understandable. I get that. On top of bad marketing that the Wii U had, just calling it the Wii 2 would have worked, honestly, in comparison to what they had, which is like the Wii U. And it's sad. It's sad that it worked out that way, because it's a good console. The Wii U, honestly, is a good console. I don't think the Xbox One is at all, especially considering that at any point in time they could just be like, you know what? We're just gonna make everything the way that we originally wanted it to be to begin with, guess what, everybody? And I could totally see Microsoft doing that. Sony, they got to do a couple installation and updates and whatnot, but they effectively, they're not allowed to do that. Just not outright. They could, though. Wouldn't doubt it. But the Wii U to me honestly feels like the last actual console. I know that sounds weird, right? Because it's like, what do you mean last actual console? A lot of people would look at the PS4 and be like, this is the epitome of what a gaming console is. Like, it has the most graphics and whatnot. But to me, the Wii U feels more like it's still about the games and not about everything else. And that's not entirely true. A lot of people, me included. I use Netflix on Wii U. I use Crunchyroll on Wii U. I use YouTube on Wii U a lot. So I'm not using just my Wii U for that, but if you were to ask me which out of all the gaming systems, like actually, like I would sit down and play my games on, I would tell you Wii U, like honestly. It's the one that has the games currently coming out right now, and the games that I like to play and whatnot, just how it be. And that is totally not a popular opinion at all. I bet Fluby's shaking his head right now going like, no thank you. Let's see here, what have you been saying, Fluby? I went on my tangent. And you were saying some other things. You couldn't have all the gritty characters and world building in a book. Yeah, I could. Well, book series. Although they tried. I had the three novels. Oh, okay. Well, see, there you go. I just like suggesting, you know, and before NXs are renamed Wii together, that'd be terrible, and it would immediately fail. Like, they can't go by the Wii brand anymore. They just can't. They can't do it. It needs to either be called, like, Nintendo something or other. Not literally Nintendo something or other, but you know.
Here goes. Ha!
Sony already removed my access to my PS mobile games. I know, right? My goodness. But the reason why they're able to do that is because they sign certain things and whatnot. Oh! I got a new thing! Wow! I got a wheel!
Please protect us.
What do you... That's not protecting, that's a wow! That's wow! Good, attack's up by one. I got snooze. And what else can I do? Yeah, okay. NX is going to fail regardless. No. I don't think it's going to fail. Not alright. I would say that if if they just try to emulate what the other companies are doing, because that's not going to work for them. Nintendo's always been that card that just plays differently from the rest of the deck, and they need to continue to do that. Like, regardless of everything, they need to continue to redo that. So it's one of those things that NX, honestly, I feel is the last hope for Nintendo to really show that they're relative to core gamers. I want to say, like, it's hard to really depict what a core gamer is, because again, like I said before, only real definition I have is that these core gamers, you know, that games are more than just games. And even a casual gamer that literally just plays like Candy Crush can understand that. This is more than just your score, you know? It's the way you play it. It's the way that you have fun and enjoy it. It's all the fun time run times that you get in life. It's the way you want to do things. Why is this dungeon so long? I don't know. Why is everything just for a show? I don't know. They're still getting some monies. That's good. Good. I'm guessing I'm supposed to go this way? Oh my goodness. I think I am lost. Gasp, that's my name. Don't wear it out. I don't know where I'm at. I legit do not know where I'm at. That's really hard to do, game. Making someone actually legit lost. Uh, just follow the compass, I suppose. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Find new areas, at least. I totally understand what you're saying about this dungeon now, Quibi. Oh my god. Where do I go? How do I get there? And why is it there? Ah! Just randomly generated on me. Nintendo's not gonna go third party. That's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna go third party. They've stated it before. They're not going to. They're not going to. They're one of the few companies out there that when they say something face value, you can pretty much be like, yeah, they mean it. They outright mean it. But that being said, with the NX, Microsoft not going to be in the console war. Like, it's not going to happen. I really, 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 really do not see that happening at all. Why would they? Why would they honestly stay in making consoles when literally what they want to do is sell you a more restricted computer?
Please protect us.
Because that's what the Xbox One is. That's what it is. The PS4, I can at least say, is a gaming console, but the Xbox One is gonna go into some sort of weird hybrid of like, it's a gaming computer now. But you know, like, they might still market it as Xbox or something, but I really do not see them going back into the console thing, aside from like maybe one more console, but consoles themselves are becoming irrelevant as is. They just are. Nintendo lies all the time. Koopalings in new Super Mario Bros. 1, 8 players, Grand PS and Mario Kart DS won't make mobile games while Iwata's in charge. They didn't make mobile games when Iwata was in charge. Iwata died when Pokemon Shuffle came out. Remember? That's the thing that happened. So yeah. And 8-player GPS, I don't understand where the thing was. What are you talking about?
Here goes. Ha!
But I suppose that's enough trailing for this stream of Grandia. The majority of these episodes are probably just gonna be me going like,
Please
Nintendo this!
us.
Things that! They started making it before he died. How do you know? How do you know? Grand Prix. What do you mean Grand Prix? 8 players Grand Prix? 8-player Grand Prix was not in Mario Kart DS. That was not a thing. They had 8 players in Mario Kart, but you couldn't do Grand Prix with it. Why? Like, freaking, they just keep attacking me! What do you want me to do, game? I couldn't do anything there! Oh my god. These people... First aid or sort of the party. Really? Sonic Tremor's gonna work. Ah, dang it. They're like all at 50. I had to actually run. Run, dang it. She just left her friends for die! That's what it looked like to me, oh my god. I know it wasn't. They said it would be. It wasn't, therefore they lied. I never heard that. I never heard about the Grand Prix thing. Alright, there we go. Everyone's back on point. Where is everything? Where was I at even? There we go. Pretty sure it's this way. Most positive is this way. Freaking Why? Why is there this and that? I think this is the correct area? I'm not sure. I think someone's drunk. You were trying to resurrect Fina, who is alive. Yeah, well, it worked, didn't it? Everyone's alive thanks to me?